Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. This matter is so serious that we want all Biafrans to be vigilant. Nigeria should know that nothing should happen to our leader. Our intelligence also revealed that the Nigerian government wants to intensify their indiscriminate arrest and elimination of more Biafran youths. We therefore warn our youths to be circumspect, especially during the festive season. Christmas is coming. Sit in your homes, don't go out to anywhere, because that's when they're going to massacre you. Nigerian government and their security agents have concluded arrangements to deploy more security, especially military personnel, to Biafra land. According to our intelligence, they should have declared state of emergency in the region if APC party had won the Anambra election. But now they want to fall back on their plan B, but we are waiting for them. They're going to go to court and think they can repeat a Owerri incident in the Anambra state. That's exactly where they're going next. We therefore urge Biafrans, women, to be prepared for the battle ahead. Militarization of Biafra land must cease, and we demand for a date for plebiscite as referendum for the Biafran people to decide their destiny. While Fulani bandits, Boko Haram, and ISWAP terrorists have taken over the control of the number of territories in the north, yet there are fewer military presence there when compared with the anomaly of military checkpoints every pole in Biafra land, which unleashed pain and agony upon our people. Our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, must be released unconditionally. Politicians, elders, and religious leaders in our region who were pleading with IPOB to calm down should know that if anything happened to our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, things won't remain the same again for everybody. I need to read this again. They know that if anything happens to our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, things will not remain the same for everybody. Whether you're a pope, you're a pastor, you're a priest, you're a onyangomo, whatever you are, traditional rulers, wake up. The so-called Hanese Ndibo, wake up. If anything happens to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, I'm telling you that it's going to happen. And if you try to do it, you can prevent it. You can prevent it. If truly they commend to peace, they should impress upon the Nigerian government that the only solution to Nigeria's problem is the unconditional release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu now to avoid unimaginable condition. Release him, fix a date for the referendum, and everything will be well. It is signed here by a man comrade, powerful media and publicity secretary for IPOB. Like I said before, Nigeria is a terrorist organization. The government of Nigeria, they are killing Christians. No matter what some Secretary of State went there, I don't know what they told him. However, I have not been able to have the privilege of seeing exactly what he said, but we have to make you understand that the past government of the United States, Donald Trump's office, never just sat down there. They're saying because of lobbies. No, there's no question of lobbying. America is too big for a lobbyist to come and tell them lies. And it is happening there. More is going to happen. When you fly from here and fly to Abuja, sit in that Aso Rock and then fly back to the United States, you think you have information? No, you don't. Go to the regions. That's where it's happening. Going to Abuja and fraternizing and coming back is like coming from outside, go to Washington and go back. No. You are free to go around the country and see what is going on for yourself. Talk to the the church leaders and see if killing Christians is it has subsided now. Because since it subsided was when Trump started shouting about it. Now that you have taken their name off the list, it's going to go back on. Trust me, guaranteed it's going to happen. It was happening. It was a thing that wasn't uncalled for, unsaid, talked about. Nobody spoke about it. When Donald Trump wrote something and they said, listen, these people are killing Christians. I remember him saying, you are killing Christians in your country. If you don't do something, I'm going to do something about it. That's the president. Because that's the language these terrorists understand. That is their language. Even if he doesn't do anything, the fact that he is there creates fear. It will make them do the right thing. It's not a rocket science. When you have an unpredictable president who can do anything any minute, he should, what they do is they do it. They do the right thing. That is all we're talking about. America has been peaceful. Nobody has been coming here to try any nonsense because they know. When the former man was here, I don't know about this person that is here right now. When the former person was here, you can't try anything. You can't touch an American outside. You are playing. You cannot dine with a mad person and don't use a very long fork because the Nigeria, they are unpredictable. Today, as we speak, they have said it and people think it's a joke. The person running Nigeria is not President Buhari. It's not the man that they elected into office. That one died since January of 2017 or February, thereabout. And it was replaced. And then you are going to see somebody with a mask, face mask. You don't even see his real face. First of all, even if you see his face, you don't even know what he looked like before. So you'll not be able to tell. America can conduct a DNA. Let us know if that man there is Buhari. If they conduct a DNA that says that the man is Buhari, let them announce it to the world. Let them go to CNN. Tell them. CNN, they can do private investigation. There's something they call investigative journalism. You can find it out. Since you have access to him, hey, just take a piece of something that maybe whatever way you do it. Tell us, give us information because we know that the man over there is not Buhari. The original Buhari died. His death certificate is in London. That's where he died. He was buried in Saudi Arabia. There's go in, go out. You can wear all the masks in the world. You can create all the face like Buhari. There is no Buhari. There is no Buhari. Not that his presence or absence will make any difference. No. What we are trying to say is that I will tell you the kind of country you are dealing with, the kind of people you are dealing with. If you can go there and listen to people like that, a country like Nigeria, then you are sitting on an empty stool. Because normally when you sit on a chair with somebody you trust, then you can rely on him. But if you trust in Nigeria, it's the biggest mistake that anybody will ever make. Our lawyers have said something about the condition of our leader. That adds to what our pressmen, our media team, that's exactly what they're talking about, that our leader cannot even be allowed to sleep on a pillow. It's so shameful. It's so shameful. But you know something? I always believe that when it is time for something to manifest itself, that's when the vibration goes much higher, you know, because it's time that it's going to dissolve, it's going to go into the spirit. It's something that you cannot see physically. It starts slow, the vibration is something you can see, you can hear, then it goes up there. When the vibration is so high, you can't even hear it with your physical ear, nor can you see it. That's exactly where we are now. The next step now is that Biafra flag is going to fly. No matter what they do, I'm so sorry, they can't stop this moving train. Our people should be very, very watchful. Like we have been warned that you don't need to just sit down there and fold your hand. Take it very seriously. It's very a serious thing that is going on. The emergency, the Nnamdi Kanu's lawyers, our DSS, kickback of what the DSS is doing to our leader, and that we are trying to stop. All right, I'm still here with something that came up, that inboxed me this morning, and I saw it. It's something that I think is worth talking about, even though it's quite a very long article, but I'm going to be able to read it for you so that we can talk about these things. What I am going to talk about with you this morning basically has to do with the security of our land. These people are planning. They are planning all their mind, like I said before. Kudos to our people. Kudos to the genuinity of our leaders for being able to lift that ban on that election. You know, people like me, I wouldn't say people, I was part of the people that was crying. Why should they stop the sit at home on that election day? Why would they have to lift the ban on the rest of them? Well, I did. I wasn't happy about it. I protested even to one of the broadcasters who said, what the heck is going on? Everybody was angry. But after sleeping over it and then talking to some of our other colleagues, and then I started seeing the wisdom in it. That's why sometimes we don't react immediately. You come to where two people are fighting and you start throwing punches without asking, trying to find out what the problem is. That's exactly what my situation at the time. But today, the wisdom of what they did has portrayed, because there was this Andy Oba, the APC guy, who sat down in his house, didn't do any campaign. He was waiting. IPOB was going to sit on the ground. All he needed to do was bring the Alamajiris to come in and vote, and then he's declared the winner. But you know something? There are people that think ahead of us. Those of us who think we are wise, we are not. The people that gets the wisdom, you know, somebody said he's knowledgeable, and I'm asking him, what knowledge does he have? And they say, you know, this child is very knowledgeable. He knows when this president was born. He knows whether that is not knowledge. That is nonsense. The real knowledge we are talking about is something that Chukwuka Abiyama gives, and that is the actual knowledge. That's the real thing. That you know the date when Queen Elizabeth was born or was crowned doesn't make you knowledgeable. You don't have in a sense one why. All right. So the truth of the matter is that our leaders are very genuine people. They are people that have wisdom and understanding, which is something that most of us pray for every day. And since still we are still remaining a Imago, it's time to go. Most of us are old enough to be counting as a departure hall, but we still have not gotten that wisdom and understanding. And there are people who are younger who just came into the world with it and they live with it, and you have to listen to them to get to where you go. Nnamdi Kanu came out of nowhere. We never knew who he was. He's not like a pot-bellied man. He's as skinny as myself. So, but in his brain, there's something that I don't have, something that most of us don't have, that pure wisdom that said, I will destroy the zoo with a microphone, and he did. All my life, I've been sitting on microphones. Since as a teenager after the war, been singing as a musician. So I always work with a microphone. I didn't know it was that powerful. I didn't know that microphone can bring down a giant. Nnamdi Kanu has taught us that. Taught us to use the microphone and use it effectively, because what it will do to your psyche. Nigeria didn't see it coming. They were mobilizing all kinds of army, left, right, and center, police, fire brigade, everybody to go and fight. No, the man sits behind the microphone. One by one, people are listening to him and people are coming to him. People are reasoning with what he's saying. Some people say it's propaganda. What kind of propaganda? When somebody said, you know, there's no smoke without fire. Anywhere there is fire, look around, you will see a smoke somewhere. If he's saying something and you are able to verify it years later, who is right? Him. There are people that I know today who are still talking against IPOB. But you see, the point is, shame. Say that this man was right. They will always say, oh, the right to bet. You know, when they add that word bet, it wouldn't make any sense. All right, here's an analysis of a magazine in Europe, MO magazine, that's what they call it, EU, Brussels. All right, somebody wrote something, and it's written in German language, so I'm not going to read it. I'm going to just read the interpretation. It says, repression is the only tool known to the Nigerian government. That's what is written in this magazine. It's a new conflict looming between Nigeria and Biafra nation. Annie Gillis, that's the person that wrote this article. It's on November 16, 2021. That's when it was written. Human Rights Group warned of an escalation of the conflict in southeastern Nigeria. Groups that campaign for regional independence gain momentum there. The government responds with excessive force. Repression is the only tool known to Nigerian government. At least 115 civilians have died in the southeast in the past 4 months. According to Amnesty International, the human rights organization speaks of a whole series of human rights and international law violations. That is what is hanging them on their neck right now. So for them, the rendition that they did to our leader, the only way probably to quell it is to kill him. Nnamdi Kanu is intelligent. Onya, he is one step ahead of all of you. Some people are like, oh, what is he doing in Kenya? It doesn't matter what he's doing. He knows the idiots will come there and smuggle him. With all the money that Nigeria has, with all the bribery, it didn't even occur to them that they can go to one of the kangaroo courts in Kenya and bribe the judge or the magistrate and he goes, take him. At least that would put them out of trouble. No, they wouldn't do it. They want to be John Wayne. The one that calls himself the SAN, SAS, Senior Advocate of Nigeria. He is the one leading the crowd. He went in there through the back door, not going through the immigration, smuggled him into an aircraft and took him out of the country, officially by the Nigerian government. What kind of violation is that? And somebody in the United States is going to Nigeria claiming that Nigeria is this, Nigeria is that. No. Have you not seen it? Kenyan government have said, no, it's not official. We don't know about this. They smuggled him out of Kenya. In fact, the Kenyan government should even have problem with them. They have supposed to, if they are a real country. Because you can't come to my country and smuggle somebody out and I think I'm going to take it. No, I'll go to international court. We'll call you to come and answer. Why should you do that? So all these things are giving them sleepless nights. They cannot sleep. They are thinking, how can we end this thing? My brothers, if you think of ending it by killing him, you're going to make your matter worse. He's like a criminal who is running from the law. You keep on running, but you know something, especially here in America where I live, you cannot run forever. One day, maybe when you are 80 years, after you've run when you are 17, at 80, they find you. And then they'll pick you up. As simple as that. There's no, once you are running, you keep on running. You can never stop. There's no sort of limitation if you are being wanted. There's no time they want you and say, okay, we have looked for him and now let us stop. No, it might look like they have stopped. But one day in your life, one mistake, after you have probably married and enjoying yourself, they come after you. You have to come and pay for what you've done. So this is exactly what is going on with them now, that they are worried because of the international crime that they are committing. The Nigerian army is said to have been guilty of massacres, tortures, and mass arrests since January this year. Videos that can be seen on the social media accordingly. The atrocities, while not always confirmed, are spread all over the country, especially among Nigerians in diaspora. In Nigeria itself, Twitter has been blocked since June. Wow. Declaration of dissatisfaction. Separatists in the southeast of the country, also known as Biafra, have been dissatisfied with the Nigerian government for decades. An estimated 1 million people died during the Biafra-Nigerian Civil War, 1967 to 1970. The main ethnic group in Biafra, the Igbos, consider the war to be a genocide by the Nigerian government. Of course, that's what it was. According to her, it was deliberate attempt to ethnically cleanse the country. This largely undigested feelings play out again today. It is the truth. There is no way anybody can tell me it is not the truth. An estimated 1 million people died during the Nigerian Biafra war between 1967 and 1990. Not more than 1 million, my brother. The record has it that over 3 million people died. I was there at that war. God knows why we are alive today, to see what is going on. The Igbo feel discriminated against. Of course, if you want to study an Igbo, for example, you have to have much better grades for admission than a Yoruba or a Hausa, says Charlie Uzuebu, who spoke to Moore for interview. Come to Brussels from Gisborne. As an Igbo, you encounter this type of discrimination everywhere in education, in the judiciary, in political representation, and so on. Uzuebu represents the indigenous people of Biafra, the leading advocate for a new independent state in West Africa. In December 2020, the IPOB established an armed branch, the Eastern Security Network. Since then, tensions with the Nigerian government have increased and threatened to escalate into a full-blooded war. In response to the establishment of the ESN, the Nigerian army marched into the city of Olu earlier this year. There were several civilian casualties with ongoing state terrorism, and Nigerian government is diving Southeast residents straight into the hands of separatists. In June, IPOB leader Mazi was arrested, was abducted. He wasn't arrested, he was kidnapped. He was kidnapped in Kenya, capital Nairobi. According to most of the Nigerian media, Kanu, also a British citizen, is in solitary confinement and is being tortured. Kanu is charged with treason acts, or with terrorism acts, I'm sorry. The trial should take place in January. And it gills media and makeup land. It is another crisis for the Nigerian government under President Muhammadu Buhari. Jihadists from Boko Haram are present in northern Nigeria and elsewhere in the country. Other groups associated advocated independence, sometimes for ethnic reasons, but sometimes for economic reasons. In addition, parts of the country are being torn apart by conflicts between nomadic shepherds and farmers. Nigeria should never have existed. According to IPOB representative Uwebu, the root of the problem has in the colonial days when Nigeria fell under British rule. Since then, the problem have worsened exponentially. Nigeria is an invested country drawn along colonial lines. It should never have existed, says Uwebu. All right, I'll stop the reading over there and tell you that the truth is that this is a European paper that is writing this. They interviewed Uwebu, who happens to be a member of IPOB, and he's airing his opinion and telling them exactly what's going on. The world knows what is going on. No matter how much you talk, our leader, if you listen to his earlier broadcasts, he made it very clear to us that we will not be talked about. We will not be looked upon. People will close their eyes on what we are doing. But in the end, Biafra will come. In the end, things will work out for the good. There is no way we are going to be recognized. Nigeria has so much money to throw around. They bribed all the people in the world. A little thing that happens in anywhere in the world today, CNN will be there, Al Jazeera will be there. They will all be there shouting and making all the noise. But in Biafra, there are killings going on. There's genocide going on every day, every single day. And nobody looks like anything is happening. We know that it is happening, and we're equal to it. No matter how much they try to suppress us, we are still there. What I was saying is that we are still saying it categorically that our people should have their eyes open. They should be very, very careful and see that what is happening to us is that their latest plan of trying to kill our leader, to declare a state of emergency, will not let it happen. We will keep our eyes closed. Our eyes wide open, and see what is happening or to play out in a couple of days from now. Like I said before, we have gotten to the tip. If this is like a pyramid, we are very, very close to being on top of the pyramid. We are there in our quest, and freedom is all that we ask for, and freedom is what we are going to get. This is Radio Biafra. If you're not hearing me, please let me know. Somebody should inbox me and tell me exactly what is going on, because I'm trying very hard to make sure that we all get into a situation where we have to talk. And if you want to call this morning, if there are people trying to make a call this morning, please be very, very kind to others. Just go straight to your point. We know that you love us. We know you can greet us, but don't spend more time talking about greeting. If you want to pray, you can do that. But some people, when we start at the beginning, we pray. So for you to call the line and want to pray again, you're taking most of the time that you're going to be able to say something. This is Radio Biafra. So call us. The lines are open for you. I will allow you to make your calls.
Radio station with more. You're listening to the radio station. You're listening to this is Radio Biafra. Radio Biafra.
All right, this is Radio Biafra. We're still calling here. Give us a call. All right, I have a call coming in on straight line. Caller, good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from. All right, that line just went off. I don't know what happened. Let me take another one. And caller on WhatsApp, good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Good morning, Ike Peters.
Welcome to the program, sir.
Yes, good morning, sir. I just want to contribute a little. My name's Chukwebuka Ojinaka. I'm calling from my location.
Yeah, well.
Yes, sir. All you have just said is the game plan of the oligarchy, and God, being God, will never allow them to have their way.
Yes.
Because our leader is on the right track, and this mission, he was not sent by man. He came out and was doing it, and he's still doing it. Every of their efforts to eliminate him will fall back on them.
Okay.
In shame will they cover their face, because you don't fight God. No one has ever fought God to succeed. What is there now is for IPOBians to close their ears to distractors.
Yes.
To those who are false seekers, because we have to focus on the ball, because
yes.
If IPOB is not getting it right, all these false seekers will not be talking of IPOB. Instead of them to focus on the ball, whatever platform they have to face, to continue contributing on what will make Biafra have head. Their own is to wait for HOD, DOS to make a comment for them to find fault and be discussing on that.
Yes.
That is not what actually we should be talking about now. All we have to do now is to bring all our mind to bear on the freedom that is likely, supposedly, be our whole concern, and not talking down on those that are getting it right and those that are not getting it right. I saw the comments, our elders, those that went to see Jubril in Asorok,
All hail Biafra.
Oh, here, Biafra.
All my brothers and sisters for all the Biafra man and woman. My name is Obonaya Ojibi Mamu Ehubo Nujokwa. Yeah. All my brothers to listen to me. That our brother see that vision. You know, in those days, if any person see any in the dream, he can meet his grandfather to ask him, what is this kind of dream I see? Father, my grandfather, what is this? This our brother don't passing this message for everybody. Those say is their own a man of God, our grandpeople they are alive. If you hear the message of that our brother, when you travel to Gawausa, if you hear the message, you know it's the message from all the team of the God send it to say so. All IPOB, listen for me, please. Our leader is Nnamdi Kanu. If they carry your father, if you don't see your father, I'm not everybody. You is a son of the father, you know happy. Our leader is our father for IPOB all over the world. Nnamdi Kanu Nna Onyobna. Everybody putting his mind cool to face, to looking about how things work. All those politicians, if they are using IPOB to feeling that they are using the brain of IPOB, no anybody will go back to stand for our leader, because that place is there, nobody knows. No any our family know him, know how the condition be, no anyone unless the lawyer. All that is making somebody, our people, the genuine IPOB, very, very annoying. My brother Peter, I greeting everybody, all IPOB, please, every even moving anywhere, your mind can there. I know every time too much of talk, me I not like to talking too much because of some of our people can say their own mind. I greeting everybody, all hail Biafra. Oh, hey, Biafra. Thank you, my brother.
OGB, Mom, thank you very much for your call this morning. All right, like I said before, some people have spoken. The important thing is don't go out. There are people who are really, really worried. A lot of people call me and they try to express their opinion. But I said to them, these are things of the spirit. I keep reminding most people that our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, was absent for 13 months. I'm telling you, I've never seen, nobody knew where he was. Nobody knew where he went. But I know I was following the story until when the police went in there, raided his place and the army. And the man disappeared. My feelings was mixed. I had mixed feelings. I didn't know. Sometimes I say, oh, maybe he left before they came. Oh, he's with them. Nobody knew. For 13 months. I was broadcasting when they found him in Israel. I was there. The deputy called me and said that they cited the breaking news. They cited our leader in Israel. I should announce it. I said, no, I'm not going to announce that. You are going to do it because only for 13 months. No, I allowed him to say it. He said it, and then we took it from there. So this is not going to be different. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a spirit that's being led. I'm telling you the truth. I'm telling you, and I believe it in my life. Before now, I never met this man, before the time that they abducted him and all the rest of them. But that night, I had this feeling in my mind before I went to sleep. So maybe that's why I saw him in the dream. I actually saw him. And he was lying flat on the ceiling, facing down in a white garment. And when I looked at my bench where I was sitting, I saw him sitting on my left side. And as soon as I looked at him, he got up, he went out, there was light. When he opened the door, the room was dark, but there was a light that came from him, and then he went out. I got confused. I said, I spoke to somebody who is not even a member of IPOB. And she just told me straight, said, this is a good dream, but you know something? Please keep it to yourself. Don't tell other people about it because they're going to spoil your mind. That was the first time. And eventually he surfaced 13 months after. So if Sampe, our brother, can come in, I'm not a vision person. I don't believe me, I don't see visions. I'm not into that. But when you start getting something that is, if he was saying this dream today, he said he had it yesterday. No, it was 2017 and it was recorded. So why do we have to worry? The man is coming, and that's it. For me, that's a close. It's a close gap. There's no more going further. So the distractors can be wasting their time and talking. They are talking less now. Most of them would think, you know, one thing I noticed in IPOB. Let me be very factual about it. When this thing happened, everybody has the freedom of having his own television or video or whatever he's doing. That's cool. I have no object. That is, for me, it is a very good thing, because bad publicity is publicity. But you see, most of them come in and they create this imaginary thing that people in their mind will say this is real, and people enjoy it. You know, lies is something that is very, very enjoyable. When our leader was abducted, somebody called me, why DOS is not saying anything. I was listening to that person. He was very, very eager. Then I asked them a question. So you want them to come and lie to you? They have nothing to tell you. That's why they're not talking. Isn't it not down on your head? If they have information, they will pass it on. If you force them to come and say something, now in order for them to say something, they will lie to you. Do you ever think that way? Talking. Everybody is a master in what he is doing. We have Radio Biafra, we have IPOB community radio. That is our means of communication. The other people, they have their own personal thing that they are doing. There is nothing wrong with it. There are bloggers, that's what we call them. They're blogging news. They want you to come to their page, follow them, because they are telling you something that makes you happy. It's okay. There is nothing wrong with it. But do not take what they have told you as a complete fact, then you bring it to Radio Biafra for me to answer the questions. No. If you listen to them and they give you information, most of them at least have interactive session. They allow you to make calls. You call them and ask them, can you explain what you have said? Don't bring to Ike Peters, because he doesn't know. He probably listened to the story. So that is the way it is. If you want to listen to propaganda, that's what keeps you happy. You're free to do that, honestly. If you feel very good, sometimes people feel good, they go have what they want to hear. Because the truth, they always say, is very, very bitter. The moment you know the actual truth, it will keep you very uncomfortable, which is what is happening today. Caller, good morning. Caller, turn down your listening device, please. Welcome to the program. There we go.
I greet all Biafra. My name is Mr. Sam Owango.
There we go.
I'm speaking from Biafra land.
Welcome.
Two things make me to call this morning.
Yes.
Number one, I'm very, very glad to all our radio or broadcasters, as the case may be, Magana.
Yes.
I am the top pusher. I always travel from state to state, from local government to local government, seeing the things happening.
Yes.
Two things make me to be strong. Although, as a witness, it's 3 days now, I am not feeling fine, but two things make me to be strong. Number one, when I was in school, I will have Igbo. We read one Igbo book. The title of that book was Order.
Yes.
I believe we all see the book for the name. Order more than na church of
Yes.
Man, I don't know what order. Yeah, what you can know for
Yes.
Secondly, Moody Besser. Nana Soko and Adobe.
Yes.
Man, I meant to because of none of Anna Soko and Adobe, where I paid the Soko.
Yes.
Agane Soko, when I do the one more seekers, I wouldn't go because the most fair. Our enemies must fall. And we will live and testify the goodness of God.
Yes.
That is Psalm 118 verse 17. So everybody should remain focused.
Yes.
Remain strong. The fact that our leader is strong. We are the heart. And we make our leader to be strong. Because if you want the woman to be consoling herself, don't cry too much on her side.
Yes.
The more you are crying, the woman will be shivering, she will be shaking. She will never have strong mind. So we have to tell our leader that we are strong, so that he too will be strong wherever he is. No matter what, when the time reach, our enemies will fall, and we will testify the goodness of God. So it is, and so shall it be.
Yes.
In the mighty name of people,
Yes.
I thank you for all.
Hello. Thank you so much. That is the truth. The message have been sent. When here I am, I seen actually for our leader. First of all, when we started, we want to see him. A safe to send there. I said, I actually photo. They showed us the video where he's walking. The second cut, I saw him walking. So happen. Let's be positive about it. On them, cause I see they made distraction. Caller, good morning. Call on straight line. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Mazi, good afternoon from here.
Welcome to the program.
Mazi, thank you very much, my big brother.
There we
this is your brother calling you from UK.
Welcome.
Mazi, I appreciate you and I appreciate Ida, wherever he is, our ancestors, both male and female, guide and protect him. Mazi, the main purpose of me calling this morning is Biafrans will not understand the joy I have in my mind. I have a very big joy. But Mazi, I don't know if you're hearing me.
Yes, go ahead, sir.
Biafrans, I want to tell you that when you go into prayer and pray for our brother Mazi, pray for our DOS. Pray for our DOS very, very well. More special Mazi, you will never understand the fight that man fight. I'm telling you the gospel truth. I'm telling you, DOS should have been destroyed. I'm telling you, if I told you if I told you what Nigerian government to plot beside us, you have noticed it now. But in due time, you will understand it. People, Biafrans will understand it. I'm telling you, our people, wherever you are, pray for DOS, pray for them, keep them in your prayer all the time. And our brother Tina Sanwo-Olu destroy the handwriting of the devil inside IPOB. Mazi, I am sure I'm 100% of what I'm telling you. I am telling you the truth. That is my joy this morning. And with due time, their friends will understand it. Mazi, you see this lady in America that they have been calling their name. Mazi, in due time, they will brief you what that lady did. I'm telling you, you'll be shocked.
My brother, you know what? I hate hearing that name on my program. I've said it before. I don't want anybody to talk about her here because it's like
Mazi, I know.
We are publicizing her. We're giving her
no, Mazi, no publicizing. The truth of that lady has come out. Biafrans need to know. But with due time, you will know. So, Mazi, that is my joy of calling you this morning. Biafrans, anybody that come to any platform and call DOS name, call him the son of devil and evil people. Mazi, thank you for giving me this opportunity.
Thank you very much. All right, thank you. Welcome your call anytime. All right, this is Radio Biafra. Like I said, for me, calling that woman's name on my program turns me off. It distracts me because I had an encounter with her when she wanted to make her broadcast and things, and I refused her coming to the station. I directed her to our media man, say, you know something, just go to the media head and discuss it over there. He will tell us what to do. And because I saw the evil, when people speak to you, if you're a little bit spiritual on phone, when somebody speaks to you I'm not just hearing your voice. I am feeling your vibrations, and I didn't feel very comfortable with it. I'm not making this up. It's the truth. That's why I couldn't discuss with her. Even before I said, no, you know something? She tried to explain to me, our leader gave me a job to do, and I said, our leader is not here right now, so you have to wait. When he comes out, he will tell you what to do. But I don't see the emergency in what you're dragging. It's no big deal. In fact, she told me categorically that our leader asked me to audit Nenayanya. I said, well, I didn't say he didn't ask you to do it, but if you're going to audit Nenayanya, how can you do it when our leader is not here? How possible is that? I'm not an auditor, but I know that if auditing means you are going to count money, what if the expenses was ordered by our leader? How would you know? This is not an emergency. Just calm down. No. I said, okay, you know something? Go to the media head. Because from the beginning, as soon as she said hello, I knew this won't be good. All right, let me take another call on straight line. Caller, good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Yes, good morning from here, Mazi.
Welcome to the program.
Yes, thank you, Mazi. Good morning, Biafrans. Good afternoon, Biafrans. Good night. Whatever time zone a day. My name is Judo Kafo. Judo Kafo is from Agbo. Agbo is in Anioma, and Anioma is Biafra, and Anioma people are 100% Igbo people. Mazi, I thank you this morning. May Chukwu Abiyama continue to bless you and strengthen you for this wonderful race we are in. Biafrans, my own contribution this morning, they say, we die inside wilderness. We were waiting. We wait for our leader. Our leader don't go Mighty Simon to go bring the 10 Commandments, to go do the needful. Why some of us begin to collect Yerin to make graven image. Let us worship this. And in that process of doing it, our leader is coming back. Oh,
yeah, of course.
You see what happened from the book of Genesis? How Moses was betrayed. Like what happened now. Like what don't happen for our eyes.
Yes, sir.
Our leader, in the midst of Moses going to that mountain, Moses went through a lot of things. Try to climb that rock, try to climb that mountain, he go fall, he go get up again, he go say, I must reach that top. While some people were busy. Moses will not come back. Bring your read. Let us serve God. Let us follow this one. Yes. This one will take us there. But what happened? Little did I know that Moses will show up. Oh.
Of course.
So our leader is coming. All of you. You know when Moses come, he draw line. He said, those of you, when you do this, go on this side. Those of you who believe in IPOB and DOS, come on this side. What happened? Ground open and swallow them.
Yes. You
see, that is what is going to happen again in IPOB. Because all these wise that our leader, when our leader not there, I have seen things that I've never seen in my life. But the thing where pay me pass, now the people when our leader call on Radio Biafra, say, listen to this person. This person is doing a good job. Now the thing when they make me cry, don't send people. When our leader say, when our leader just praise, a little praise. Now be the same people. When he betrayed my leader, the same people. Now today open platform. They talk about my leader. DOS is this, DOS is that. I'm not going to mention name. But I called them many times. I said, what you are doing is not good. You are like the time when Moses called to the mountain. You people are the one that collected the hearing of the ladies. You used it to make the graven image. I said, don't you know that our leader will come? Now, they are using the Umweri account in USA to collect money. They are using IPOB and ESM to collect money in their pages. I called them, I said, stop. You people should go and form your own group. They say it's Chidas Aworu that is calling. You don't see say his voice is Judo. I said, no, my name is Judo Kafo. They said, no, you are Chidas Aworu. I said, good for you people. What has Chidas Aworu do to you people? What has DOS done to you people? Nothing, they cannot say. because they were made to cause confusion. And Biafras, for your information, if you are following those people, go and retrieve your footstep. Stop paying money to that account. Our DOS HOD, Mazi Chike doesn't have come out and said that account is closed. If you are putting money in that account, you are putting money on your own risk. You know the right thing to do. Call Radio Biafra. Call any of our presenter. In fact, our DOS have given number, special number for you to call them if you want to do anything. But for you to go and put money in Imoeri and a relay account, you are putting money there on your own risk. They are on Facebook now, raising money. They want to tell ESM. They want to use send ESM to go and fight. Which ESM? How can you say something that you didn't make? ESM was formed by our leader. IPOB was formed by our leader. TOS was formed by our leader. How dare you use IPOB and ESM to collect money on behalf of the person when informer? How can you control what you don't have the control over? How can you lead ESM when you are not the commander of ESM? When you are not the founder of ESM? My people, make una get sense. So these people, they want to use the opportunity because our leader went to Mount Salmon to go and bring the 10 commandments. The Biafra, what would they wait for? They want to use that avenue to tell you the US is not doing this. The US is not doing that. We want to use and we are collecting money to go and send ESM to go and fight Nigerian soldier. My people now lie. They are not taking you to anywhere. They don't have any agenda for Biafra. They are on now to come across confusion. And these same people, now our leader press to say, follow, listen to this person. I commend this person. This person, they do good job. Today, they have come around and begin to use the same money where they collect for ESM to open their own Enter Biafra, to sponsor people on Facebook, to begin to talk against DOS. What has DOS done? Do you think freedom fighter is akara and bread? Do you think to be a leader of a restoration group is easy? Mazi is slow. You will be Mr. Fast. Do it. Since IPOB is not doing it, I told you many times, you people should go out from your own group. Yes. And let us see how far una go.
That's right. Thank you, my brother.
But una refuse. Yet una they use IPOB and ESM. Mazi the kind of picture on una platform. After una they talk against DOS, is it not a shameful thing to you people? Are you people not ashamed of yourself to be using Mazi the kind of picture and ESM and IPOB on your platform and you are talking against them? You people should be ashamed. They shame me. You people that I'm talking about, you know yourself. Yes. Some of you will go on that platform and talk and come to Radio Biafra and change your name. My name is Chinedu Chukuma. My name is this. After you have demoralized DOS in that platform, after you have said evil about IPOB on that platform, you will call Radio Biafra and talk something. You people are talking with both sides of your mouth.
Yes, thank you.
And you people better return back. Yes. To the place that you started from, because our leader will always say it. Open and book open.
Yes.
You people have missed your way. It is time you start tracking your footsteps and return back to where you started, or else you people are going to doom. DOS, IPOB, Mazina and the Kano remains our way to freedom.
They will.
And Biafra. In the name of Chukwu Okike Abiama's name I pray. He said, Mazi, thank you very much.
Thank you very, very much, my brother. You know, your story, your biblical, I never thought about it. That's why I say Biafrans are very intelligent people. Listen what you have just said. This is it. Moses went up the mountain to bring the 10 commandments. And there was a Jubril. That's a name. I remember that name. His brothers started collecting gold from women to make God, to create a God that they're going to worship. That's exactly what's happening right now. That is what is happening now. My brother just hit the nail on the head. I'm telling you, I never thought about this. These are his thoughts, but his thoughts they resonate. There is something that's telling the absolute truth. Everything is biblical. It's in there. Go there. The Bible told us he went up to the mountain to bring down the commandments. That even made him, when he came back, I think he smashed it because he was very angry. So how could you people, with all these things that God have done for you? See the IPOB, look at where we've gone to. Our leader has gone up the mountain. He's there. We don't know what will happen. And we're already creating distraction, left, right, and center. The suffering, even the suffering that Moses that was going up the mountain, he didn't fly. He had to walk up the hill, fall and get up and fall and get up. It's still the same thing. Our leader is going through suffering, of course. But in the end, he will come out victorious. There's no single doubt in my mind. Call out on straight line. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from. There is something wrong with this line. Each time I touch it, it goes off. Fortunately, all right, the person has come back again. Let me try. Caller, good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from. Caller on straight line.
Good morning, Mazi. I bless you. I am Mazi Chinemeremuduku. I am from Abadi Wangland local government, Biafra land, all the previous. Mazi, may him bless you.
Bless you too.
Biafra is a spirit. The kingdom of God on earth. Like my brother said now, the name of that Moses brother is Aaron.
Yes.
Just using the militaries and mold and graving made to Israel to worship.
Yes.
But there is a place that Bible says a book was opened and another book was opened. Mazi the car is coming out, nothing will happen. And when Mazi the car come out, another book will open. Everybody will see his work. Yes. I'm not in social media, I'm not in Facebook. I call Facebook a gossip place. You know, since I hated Facebook, the time Facebook, they use Facebook and fight Donald Trump. That day I hate Facebook. See that man could call Mark Zuckerberg and his workers. They are agents of the Satan. They are doing their work. I asked somebody, Samson and Delilah, who knows his job better? Somebody says the Samson. I say no, it's Delilah. Two of them in a mission. Two of them call for a mission. But when you realize your mission, you take your mission serious and work it. And the God who sent you to work will glorify himself. So all these our brothers going in Facebook talking Russia. Without those things, I know. Director said that when there is no problem, he will create one.
Yes.
Yes. If all these things, all these bloggers it's not around us, I will know that Biafra is not real. It's happened like that. There is people who will die. There are people who will fall. There are people, there's people who is a slave. But I thank God to go Kaduna because Biafra is a spirit and it's the spirit of God. People have the reason here, Mazi and the Calgo. Also, Lord, the last miracle on earth.
Yes.
And the kingdom of God on earth. Mazi, they were easy. One day, and the scriptures, if any upon Gabon and India, or if any about Biafra Facebook, man, they say Biafra leg, Biafra eyes, Biafra terminator, Biafra, all those things, some of them will not enter the kingdom of God. I realized when the director started, when he come to some of social media or some of newspaper in Biafra land, you will see some people carry scores of a human being, carry hand, call this thing, call the Biafra. But I realized that Mazi can say that he will form a defense. Now alcohol. He will form a defense. I realized that in this any day, either go there, sit down and this struggle, he born a front battle, he will die. Yes. I realized that. All these people making noise in social media, they are source of prediction, the stories of Biafra. Because often they were the stories of Biafra are complete. Yes. So I'm not afraid that I know whom I am following. I am following Mazi and Directorate of State because Biafra is a spirit. Yes. Biafra is a kingdom of God. So Mazi, yes, God created everybody. Then were these special people. So not everybody. And then when the boommark of death, when the boommark of destruction, when the boommark of glory, it depends from where. And when you see your spirit where you belong, you bounce there immediately. When I had Mazi Nnamdi Kanu 2013, Mazi, I banned on it. I banned with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I say, indeed, this is a man of the truth. It's all this along with my Wazik is making noise. I do not follow him, but I heard Mazi Nnamdi Kanu 13th. I found it's a difficult thing to me to find a place they are doing meeting. I know what some of my friends told me. I know what some people called me a backslided brother. Some people called me I have done Antichrist. But today, what is going on? Today, what is going on? Many people are called Mazi Nnamdi Kanu also for them Antichrist, demon. But what is going on now? No, it's a spirit. Mazi is coming. He's coming back. Nothing will happen to him. That's all these things that they are doing. Nobody can destroy the Spirit of God. Rather, the Spirit of God and God will destroy any. The scripture says, woe to that man that fights his maker. You cannot fight your creator. Nobody can buy. British government and the Nigerian DSS and police. At last, you people is going to see what is going to fall on you people, and the story will be there. This coming generation will tell the story about Nigeria. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said it, and about Nigeria police and army, and about some of the slaves in Igbo land. God bless you, Mazi.
God bless you too. All right, thank you very much. This is Radio Biafra. I'm going to take a very short break, and I'll be back with you. Stay tuned, don't go away. All right, I'm back again. The lines are still open for you to make your call. This is Radio Biafra USA 2. Like we said before, okay, let me take this call before I say what I want to say. Caller, good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Mazi Peters,
welcome to the program.
Yes, sir. My name is Chijok. I'm calling from a location. Mazi Peters, Biko, I keep on repeating this. Let me just be frank with you. These two parties, who is, in fact, now, both the parties who are on social media and the parties who are against the people who are on social media, there are people who are neutral and they are being confused. Please, DOS, we are following you people, please. Fathers, authorities, leadership knows how to solve a problem. That's why we are there. Summon council of elders and get this thing solved. You must not allow this thing to go on this every time we will come on Radio Biafra will talk, and the same people that are talking on social media, some of them will still go on their private platforms and also be contributing there. This agents of confusion is there everywhere. Please, Mazi, Peters, I respect you so much, sir. Are you hearing me, sir?
Yes, I can hear you. Go ahead.
Please, if I have a way of writing a mail or an email to the DOS should constitute the Council of Elders, different from the body of both DOS, to summon Biafrans to stop this nonsense going on. We don't need to have problems where there is no problem. We are creating issues every day. And when you just have very analytical view of these things, you see that because of who we are, ego, pride, everybody wants to be head. Everybody wants to be on the decided council. Everybody wants to command and control. Everybody wants to do this. Everybody wants to do that. Please, they should constitute council of elders to put everybody online. These things should stop because the enemies are using this advantage and they are penetrating us. Sometimes people will make a positive move because it's not coming from your side. You go against it. The other party will make a positive move because it's not coming from your side. You go against it. And that is making most of us who are neutral. We don't know where we belong now. Because DOS were depending on, we're hoping on you. We know that many people, yes, they are using many people to, and when you listen to Radio Biafra, most of the callers, majority of them also call these people on social media. They will, whatever they contribute here, they will go there and contribute, be countering, causing all this confusion. Means that there are bad eggs that were infiltrated. Let me tell you, there is no sabo. There is nobody eating money. It's just what we have is just ego, misunderstanding, and envy. Let us stop this thing. Please, Mazi I. Peters, call them privately that we should stop this. That's what I'm saying. Because my heart is broken every day. Thank you very much, sir.
All right, thank you so much. I know they are listening to you. They'll be able to do whatever you ask them to do. They listen to the radio and they take instructions from the radio and they make a decision. But when you make calls and you make a request and it doesn't go immediately, that does not mean that they're ignoring it. They are not. All right, let me see. I have a call coming in on private and personal officers. Turn down your listening device. Principal officer's line, good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Good morning, Mazi Peters.
Hey, welcome to the program.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
I can recognize it.
My name is Wanda.
Efe, right?
Yes, my name is Wanda. I'm calling from the Netherlands.
Welcome to the program.
Thank you, sir. So I just called. I didn't have intention to call. I called because of our brother who just called before me. Okay. I want to tell you, our brother, please, we don't have two wings in IPOP. We don't have two. These people are talking. The other people are two groups. Our leader, Mazi Kando, maintained under one central command. That our leader told us, recommended that we should listen to some people who were doing well to propagate the gospel of Biafra. Doesn't mean he divided the house he built. Under one central command. Whatever you're not hearing from the leadership is not from us.
That's right.
Under one central command. Is it Mazi? I am so amazed. Mazi, do you know, I have said this before in Mazi Jonathan's platform. Yes. Do you know that those our leader asked to bring, imagine that we were laughing at when he asked them to bring a the chalk and slate.
The man on the other side, the darkness. So you don't call it weakness. It is not weakness, it is wisdom. These are what teachers do. When you read the past teachers, mystical teachers, people that are teaching people, real men of God, not if they will give you a test. They will throw a test at you. Either praise you, give you something. The very honest, keep the money, and then you that devil will say, okay, they give you all this money. You see what the man is driving. He's not driving a good car. You are walking on your feet, rob the money. Then they will steal the money. But these are people you think that will stand with you left, right, and center. So we don't call that weakness, please. It is very, 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 very wrong. And I don't blame you for calling it weakness, because that's the way the mundane, the man in the world sees it. But spiritually, it is not, because he's trying to find out something. I have a call coming in this morning. Let me take this one. Caller on straight line. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from. Straight.
Good afternoon.
Yes, welcome to the program.
Thank you, man. Thank you. My name is Mazi. Everybody that is confused in this point of time is, in fact, it's a new we do it all. During time of Irania, we are here. During time of Imam, we are here. During time of we have four. We have seen the end of tripod, the end of Okude. We have seen it all. So it's not a new thing for us. You understand?
Yes.
Mazi, anybody at this point of time who don't see the handwriting on the wall of these people, this agent of Disney from USA, that person, there's something wrong with that, with the brain of that person. The reason our people are still wallowing in ignorance is because they don't read history. If our people read history, they should go and read the history of North Africa. Mazi, before North African is black nation. Today, Allah take it away from us. And exactly what we are doing today, that's exactly what they did then. That makes Arab from Syria take over Northern Africa. And today, we are still doing the same thing. You know, one thing about our people mistake religion and identity. Now, there's a great difference between religion and identity. That you are a Christian today, it doesn't make you a Westerner. That you are a Muslim today, it doesn't make you an Arab. But our people, immediately they convert to Allah, you will see them, they will see themselves as a Northerner. They're working for Northerner. So they do everything against the people. Sometimes they become mad. So, the identity is to, and the criminal from you. It is a block. You move them today, they start working against your own people. They are able to because they are mountain. It doesn't make sense to me. But you are Christian, it doesn't make you a Westerner. Your country is support your country's identity.
Thank you.
So everything Africans are doing is just awkward. The same way did you know that the same thing that the Christianity done in our life, that before they say that a Roman Catholic will not marry an Anglican. Today they are still doing the same thing.
Thank you.
So,
let's go.
can somebody tell me the impact of white marriage into a black man? Nothing. White marriage is the way the white people pay their marriage. They don't do traditional marriage. Our own is second marriage. But today, if you don't get a woman in the church, you have not started.
Thank you, sir. Let's go.
The same thing we are doing today. The same thing we are doing. I know what I'm talking about because our people are so foolish. You see your people working against your own people. People will know that they are fighting for you, and you'll be working against them to bring them down. That means if these people are down, you yourself, you are down.
Thank you, sir. They will.
I don't know what's wrong with our brain. You see the agenda of these people. Imagine 2015, everybody, the whole governors, we are using the state money to build mosques.
My brother, round it up. Round it up. We got to go. Our time is gone. Let's go.
Thank you very much.
All right, thank you so much.
I'm just upset.
I know you are. Okay, this is Radio Biafra USA 2. Unfortunately, my time is all up, and today is the weekend. You know, the women come in, so I don't want to encroach into their time. What I want you to understand is that my sister, Efe Owanaho, she did an excellent job the way she explained it. We have one central command. One central command. Whoever Nnamdi Kanu puts in position, he is Nnamdi Kanu. If he goes out there and brings somebody whom we think we know better than, or somebody whom we are greater than, quote unquote, the word is greater, because some people, you know, even the biggest fool in the world thinks he's a smart person. And then but he already is the one that put him there. No matter how much you sing praises to Nnamdi Kanu, no matter how much you sing praises to his name, and you disappear and you disappoint or fail to understand the structure that he has put on, then you are deceiving yourself. If you love me, keep my commandments. That's what the Bible told you, and that is the absolute truth. If you can love somebody and you don't let go, a person keeps a structure and you're trying to say, oh no, because it's not him. No, he has put the person there. If somebody else is trying to usurp his office that he didn't put there, then you have a reason to get angry. But if it is something that he has put in there, so be it. We don't care who you are. You can be the biggest media mogul in the world. You have all the followers. You have millions of people following you. But do you know something? Those people are following you because you're still crying under the name of Nnamdi Kanu. Go and try. I've told you people before. You think you're a superstar, people knows you, people are following you, they're following you for a reason. The day they look at you and 2 weeks from the time that you claim all these things and you are not doing what you're supposed to do, they will forget you as if you are nothing. We have seen the example. It started with Iruanya. Oh, a coordinator of all coordinators, big name. The other one they call Umiomio. When I joined IPOB and they said somebody's name was Umiomio, I was like, what kind of name is this? They're all forgotten. They are history. They have gone to the dustbin of history. Our deputy, what they just had a meeting. That's it. They will come and go. These two will pass. I have said the story of a king who saw a very peasant man that is very poor. Every time he looks very happy, he's going, and the king calls him, come here. Why are you so happy always? What is the medicine? What the man said, okay, I will give you my antidote. Tomorrow I'll come over here. Then tomorrow he went and gave the king a small box and said, when you are happy or when you're sad, when you're very, very sad, please open this box and look into it. Whatever you see there, you take. And the king said, oh, thank you very much. And then the king was unhappy and he opened the box. And lo and behold, he saw a piece of paper that says, these two will pass. So what we are going through now will eventually pass, like everything else. It's no big deal. There's no need. My brother who said he's confused, don't be confused. There is nothing. We have one structural command. If you think that listening to these people are keeping you uncomfortable, please stop listening to them. I'm not saying you should not listen to them. If that is what gives you joy. In fact, I have a friend, a personal friend of mine, a very good friend of mine, who never liked what IPOB was doing, but eventually coming into IPOB, and he's a latecomer. And where does he go? He goes to YouTube and start grabbing all these stories and bringing me stories that are things that happened in 2014. And I said to him, good morning, welcome to the land. But please stop listening to these people, because most of the things they are saying here is not true. When they say these things and it doesn't come to pass, now you blame it on IPOB. Oh, you see what other people they talk. It's not our people. Our people is Radio Biafra and IPOB Community Radio. That's what we are. YouTube, they are doing their thing. If you want to listen, most of the time when they talk, it gives a lot of people joy to hear what they are saying. They can come up to me and say, oh, Nnamdi Kanu will be released next morning, they even give you the time. You listen to them and it doesn't get released and say, if referring the IPOB. How does it concern IPOB? That's a personal blogger that is trying to make a living. He is trying to do something that will eventually bring people in so that they will know that it has nothing to do with us, absolutely. All right, so this morning I have to go because our radio, my system is not refusing to play the national anthem, so I don't know exactly what to do right now. And maybe I will just close up the program and I tell you to stay tuned, don't go away, because Mazi Alozie is coming in next and the women are getting ready. So this is a weekend. From me to you, this is Radio Biafra USA 2. Check this.
From the head of our DOS, Mazi to the very last unit coordinator, for all the wonderful work that you all did in my enforced absence. You never allowed yourselves to be cowed. You did not allow yourselves to be intimidated. You fought very gallantly to ensure that IPOB remains the preeminent freedom fighting movement anywhere on this very planet Earth. I have a a lot to thank all of you for, because you kept the flame burning.